Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to restring a French horn, and we're going to change the angle up a little bit so you can see it more easily. So I'm going to change it right now. So, in order to restring a French horn, you're going to need a screwdriver that's either Phillips head or a flat head, depending on what the adjustment screws look like. So right now we have a Phillips, we need a Phillips head for this. You're going to need some French horn string, which I just have regular yellow string, which I bought it. You can find it at any music store. If you just go to the front desk and ask them, hey, I just need some French horn string, more likely than not, they'll be willing to just cut you some off of their own stock. And you're also going to need a lighter to melt the tip of the string. So the first thing we're going to do, right now we don't have any broken strings, but we're just going to pretend like we do. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to replace this string right here. So you're going to take off, or you're going to unscrew the little screws, this one and this one, which I'm going to do right now. And you don't want to unscrew them all the way, just enough to loosen the string. Okay, so just a couple of turns, and we're going to go ahead and take this string off. Alright, so yeah, we're replacing our string. Now we're going to take our new string, and you're going to cut about 12 inches, maybe 8. I like to do 12 just to be safe. And what I do is I go ahead and I wrap the string around my finger twice. 1, 2, and then I take the loop off of my finger like so, and I go ahead and thread the end of it through the loops and pull and tighten. So here we have our knotted end, and go ahead and cut off the excess. Make sure it's really, really, really tight. So this is what you should end up with, this little knot. Now on the other end of the string, we're going to take our lighter and we're going to melt the end to where we have a tip. Don't bang your French horn like I just did. It may take a couple tries. And the purpose of this is just to make it easier to thread through the French horn. So as you can see now, we have a little tip on the end of our string. So, starting with this, your French horn needs to be on a flat surface. We're going to thread the pointed end of the string through this first hole in this lever. And it goes all the way like that. So you push it all the way to where it hits the knot and then just tug a little bit. Now we're going to make our figure 8. We're going to go around the big screw and then go around the little screw and then come back around the big screw. Like so. And if you're not used to doing this, it may take you a few tries. So we just made our figure 8. Now before you do anything, before you complete the loop, what you're going to do is you're going to thread this end of the string underneath this string. And this is just to keep the string from coming off, which can easily happen if you're not careful. So now we have our figure 8. Now what I like to do, I like to hold this down so that the lever doesn't move anymore. And we're going to thread our pointed end of the string through the second hole in the lever. It's a little trickier than the first one. You can go ahead and take your hand away if it's causing issues. But there we have it. So now we have our figure 8 and we have this through the lever. So now you're going to use this finger to hold this little screw in place so the key doesn't move, and you're going to make a loop. And the loop is pretty simple. You want, it's kind of like doing it reverse. So you want it to be like this. So the end of the the end of the string is closest to you. And you're just going to put that on there on top of the second adjustment screw and tighten. Really easy. So I'm going to show that one more time just to make it a little bit clearer. So we have our end of the string, and then I'm grasping it like this, and I'm just going to twist and make a loop. And I'm going to put that loop on top of our screw. Whoop, don't lose it. And then pull. And you want to pull until the string is underneath this screw, like so. And so now, while I'm holding this, I'm going to take my Phillips head, actually I have a flat head screwdriver, and I'm going to tighten these adjustment screws. Now, that's how you restring a French horn. And if you need to check, you check yourself by saying, okay, are my 3 levers in, are they parallel to each other? So let me check right now. And they for the most part, they are. So I'm going to leave this like it is. I think it's pretty close. And that's what you're looking for. You want all 3 of them to be in line with each other. And that's how you do it. You cut off the excess.